All right. So we got a blockbuster transfer to talk about in this one. This time on the female side of things. Super Falcons legend Asisat Oshoala has made a move away from the NWSL, the American Women's Top Flight, and she will now be taking her talents to the Saudi Women's Super League. Before we get more into details about the move, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. So yeah, Asisat Oshoala has moved from Bay FC in the NWSL, and now she will be playing for Al Hilal in the Saudi Women's Super League, the Saudi Women's Premier League. The deal was announced or reported on ESPN. This is the report right here from Colin Udo, of course, big-time Nigerian sports journalist. And the title is Nigeria star Asisat Oshoala has signed 2-year deal with Saudi's Al Hilal. Nigerian Bay FC striker Asisat Oshoala has signed a 2-year contract with Al Hilal in the Saudi Women's Premier League, a close source to the player told ESPN. The deal was finalized on Monday following her medical. Asisat signed a 2-year contract after completing her medicals in Riyadh on Monday morning, the source told ESPN. The 30-year-old was not included in Bay FC's squad for Monday's game against Angel City and was listed on available as an excused absence. So yeah, Asisat Oshoala joining Al Hilal in the Saudi Women's Premier League. For me, I felt like her time with Bay FC, she did a good job. She joined them, took them to the playoffs in their first ever season of existence. Actually scored the first ever goal for the club in the NWSL. But this season was a different story. It was a completely different story. She was not being played like she was played in the first season. Even go to the first match of the season, she plays the first 45 minutes, then taken out. And I'm thinking maybe it was because I think that was the fasting period for Muslims. So I'm thinking maybe that was why that she was being taken out like that. But as the season went on, the same story kept on going. It kept on happening. She kept on being given this limited role. And you're like, this is the player that dragged you all the way to the playoffs last season. You look at your standing right now, you're nowhere near a playoff position. So what did you gain by doing all this? For me, I feel like they don't have a good coach. That's just the way I see it. They don't have a good coach. The way he's trying to play is just something that will not work. It just won't work. You have good players, or you had good players. Not even Oshoala. There was a player named Princess from Ghana that he didn't use. Every time he gave her opportunity, she played well, and she never got time after that. He didn't use her, and next thing you know, they're like, oh, we're parting ways with her. So it's kind of good that we're out of this situation right here. We go somewhere that we could play football without sentiments being put in by a head coach. I feel like as long as Bay FC have that man in charge, Montoya, whatever his name is, they're not going anywhere. That's just my opinion on that. But with Al Hilal, Asisat Oshoala joins a club that is not much better. They finished, is it 6th or 8th? Let me see. Let me look at the table. They finished 6th position in the league last season, 28 points, scoring 35 goals, conceding 26. For me, I feel like it's a good move for Asisat Oshoala. We've seen players move to this league and remain consistent in the national team. Ashley Plumter, left back for the team, starting left back, and nobody has questioned that. And she's been in Saudi Arabia for like a couple of seasons now. And you look at Francisco Ortega, she wasn't even getting a call up when she was in Russia. She goes to Saudi Arabia, scores a number of goals, comes into the team, and we saw that, hey, the form translated. So I'm expecting the same thing for Asisat Oshoala. Yes, the league is not the best of leagues, but if you remain a professional, work on your craft, I think it's still going to work out for you. And plus, you got to think about it. You're playing on teams that are not the best of teams, so you're asked to do a little bit more than you would have been asked to if you were in a Barcelona where you're a striker and they just pass you the ball, you just touch it in. Or you might have to do 1 or 2 extra things, but it's not as much as somebody on a smaller team will have to do. So I'm thinking this would help Asisat Oshoala. The payday is definitely nice. I'm sure of it. The payday is definitely nice. Getting a player the caliber of Asisat Oshoala to come to your league. I'm pretty sure they rolled out the red carpet. So I think all around this is a good move. I don't see any bad in it. It gets you out of a tough situation that you were in. Now you're in a league that is not the best of leagues, but you're getting paid like you're in the best league in the world. I tell you that much. So, yeah, I think that's a good situation. I'd like to know your thoughts about it in the comment section. But yeah, Asisat Oshoala moves from Bay FC, now a Hilal player. We were expecting a Nigerian striker to play for Al Hilal, not knowing it would be Asisat Oshoala and not Victor Osimhen. But let me know your thoughts. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.